Hello, my name's Mr. Simpkin. It's funny to think about all those satellites up there doing all sorts of things and going round and round. I wonder if they get dizzy. I get dizzy when I go round and round. I don't think I'd like to be a satellite. Not that anybody's asked me to be one.
Gravity is very strange. It is one of the most mysterious forces in the universe. Man, puny man, does not know how gravity works. He knows that there is gravity. The Earth pulls me, but I pull the Earth. Everything pulls everything else. The bigger the object, the greater the pull.
To escape the Earth's gravity, you have to travel at a speed of nearly 40,000 kilometers per hour. For the space shuttle, that takes the power of 36 jumbo jets.
Not an easy thing to do.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Yes. 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 No. Oh my word, it's going all over the place. It all goes to show it's not as easy as it looks.
Welcome to the Time Tunnel Chat Show. And will you give a big welcome, please, from 13th century China to Wan Hu Wong. Hello, Wan Hu, please come in and sit down. Marvellous. From the 20th century, Mr. Konstantin Tsiolkovsky, Mr. Robert Goddard, and Herr Werner von Braun. The Chinese were using rockets when you were alive in the 13th century, weren't they?
Yes, we were first people to discover gunpowder, and we used it in rockets. They were a bit like fireworks, really.
And what exactly did you do?
I made the gunpowder. I never forget one time when I accidentally knocked over my candle and blew myself up.
What a marvellous story. Moving to you, Constantine. Now, you published 2 books, one in 1895 and one in 1903, and put forward a number of ideas about space travel.
Yes, many ideas. For instance, I was the first person to suggest that the rockets should have liquid propellants, and also that they should use tilting exhaust nozzles.
But you never actually built a rocket, did you?
No. I was just a poor Russian school teacher. I had no help from the government.
But of course, the man who did build and launch the first liquid-fueled rocket is with us tonight, Robert Goddard. Hello, Robert. Now, take us back to that great day, the 6th of March, 1926. Now, Robert, what did it feel like to see your rocket flying through the air?
It was just a great feeling. I'd spent so long working on it. When I saw it flying through the air, I just thought, well, it's all been worthwhile, all the time and the trouble. And then, when I saw it crash down into my aunt's cabbage patch, I just thought to myself, I'd better buy her some new cabbages.
Well, Robert, we got a surprise for you. And there's plenty more where that came from. Now then, Herr von Braun, you and other German scientists were at the forefront of rocket research, weren't you?
That is correct.
Now, we've got a clip of the V2 here. Could you tell us a bit about it?
Yes, the V2 rocket was developed towards the end of the Second World War at our secret research establishment at Peenemünde. It was the first serious rocket to go up in the air.
Yes, but it did kill thousands of people, didn't it?
Only when it came down. After the end of the Second World War, German scientists went to work for Russia and America, so also Germany played no part in the space race. German scientists played a vital role in the American and Russian space programs.
Well, how about that, ladies and gentlemen? Isn't that an amazing story? That's all we've got time for from the Time Tunnel Chat Show. So good night, goodbye, and God bless.
The spokesman added that he hoped that the government, under demands from lobbying groups from the independent sector and the European Economic Community, would respond to this pressure and introduce appropriate legislation. Good news for the world.
Mom, can we please change the channel? There's a really good film I want to watch.
No, I'm watching the news.
I'm going to bed.
There are many futures. This is but one of them. 1,000 years from now, evil threatens planet Earth. But this is an evil that mankind could avoid. A lone renegade scientist gives all generations hope. He sends the World Library of Knowledge back through time. It is discovered by a schoolgirl. She now has access to more information than the Pentagon. She must learn to use it wisely.
Hi, Nora. Where are we going?
Such a lack of interest in the world around you is disappointing. Is there anything you wish to ask?
Come on, give me a break.
Is there anything you wish to ask?
Yeah, why my mom wants to watch some crud about satellites when she could watch this great movie. Come on, this machine is marking you down as a total bozo. He's got plans for you. But it's your future. Just keep asking the right questions. Okay. Satellites then, if they're so great. Okay, what sort? We've got navigation, military, weather, Earth resources, communication. Yeah, give me a communication satellite. No sooner said. It's big. It has to be. It can handle 12,000 phone calls, computer data, TV programs. Could I watch my movie? Let's try.
But it's out.
Oh, come on. That umpire cannot be serious. Want to know the price of coffee futures on the stock market? No. Hey, this is more like it. That's enough of that. Did you know we're in a geostationary orbit? Don't tell me. We go round, the world goes round, we all go round together. How did you know that? Was it right? Yeah. To do their jobs properly, communication satellites have to stay in the same place above the Earth all the time. This is 36,000 kilometers above the equator, which means that it goes around the Earth once every 24 hours, which is the same time it takes for the world to go around once. So the satellite seems to stay in the same place above the Earth, even though it's flying around very fast. That is this interesting. You know, by the end of this century, 70% of all communication will travel via satellite, and Korea getting the 1988 Olympics means they need some satellites for the TV pictures. And that means that Korea leaps forward 25 years in terms of technology. That doesn't explain why your face is so red. Idiot. What? There's no atmosphere to stop the sun's radiation, and up this high, it's sunny practically all the time. Memory, delete communication satellite, read solar power station. A solar power station in space. The sun's rays are collected and beamed to Earth on a microwave. Gotta go, Geronimo! Nora? Aw, don't worry, I'll be okay. Remember though, with communication satellites, we got a global brain. With power stations, it could be global muscle.
And diseases. It is also used by
Okay,
fishermen to
Nora,
help
you
find
can change the channel if you want the film.
No, it's okay, Mom. Let's watch the news.
oil-producing countries yesterday emphasized their
Rain! I hate television. Do you know why?
Yes,
Why?
because it's got nothing but people on it.
How did you guess? I hate people. And why do I hate people?
I don't know, you just do.
Let's buy some people, have them delivered to the office, and torture them.
Ventriloquist, I've just been doing some calculations. Guess how much money we've got?
I don't know. $5 billion? $10 billion?
No dollars at all.
No dollars? What?
Nothing. Zero. We're finished.
Oh, how do people make money?
Satellites.
How much do they cost?
up to about $100 million.
What?
But they do make money.
How?
You can send newspapers around the world, run global business information systems, video conferences, transmit television pictures, and then you can help people
Rain, I am a genius. I'm going to make money and make myself very happy at the same time. Hey, you! Lend me $100 million or I'll squash you! Oh, you! Give me a satellite! The best you've got for $100 million! Now, go away, I'm busy! I've got a satellite.
Now all you've got to do is put it up in space.
Eh? Who could do that for me?
The Japanese, the Americans, the Soviets, the Europeans, the Chinese...
How much will that cost?
About $100,000 a time.
You just watch me. Hello, Japan, I'm offering you 40. Can you do me 40? Call you back. Soviet Union, give me 30. Hold the line. Europe, give me 20. Hang on, China. China, give you 10. 10, I'm offered. USA, 5's on the table. Got a deal? Stay on the line, Japan. Can you up 3? 3? 3? 3? Done! I'm a genius. Now I'm going to be rich again. And happy. It's time to give the world ventriloquist vision. Hi there, world. This is the first ever broadcast from ventriloquist vision. Direct to your home by satellite. First, the ventriloquist show, starring ventriloquist myself. After that, the world of ventriloquist with no people in it. Then ventriloquist news, and then the ventriloquist ice spectacular, and then Duke's ventriloquist with no people. No more boring television with only people in it. From now on, they're going to watch me all the time. I'm the richest ventriloquist in the world.
What about using your satellite to do other things?
Yeah, like what?
Like help people.
Oh, yeah. No, wait a minute. I hate people. yeah.
Sir, we've come up with 2 new ways of using satellites, sir.
Great. What are they?
Well, sir, we could put one up over the other side and use it to take photographs of.
So?
We've got one that can read a car registration number from space, sir.
Sounds brilliant. Is it expensive?
Yes, sir.
Great, let's have some.
Yes, sir!
Sir, we have just come up with 2 new ways to use satellites.
Oh, indeed. What are they?
Satellites which listen into the other side's radio communications and transmit misinformation back to confuse them.
Sounds interesting. Is it expensive?
Yes, sir.
Excellent. We'll have some. What else have you?
General, you're gonna love this, sir. Laser satellites.
I love it. What do they do?
They zap things, sir. Other satellites, enemy missiles, you name it, sir.
Wow.
General, you're going to love this.
What is it?
Killer satellites.
I love it. What do they do?
They float up near the enemy satellite and blow them up.
Oh. Is January already? I must go to the peace conference. No way, bud. I have a thing that goes kerboom.
Oh, yeah? Well, I've got a thing that goes...
I've got one that goes...
Excuse me, I was just wondering, could I use one of your satellites to do something nice?
Such
like
as...
what?
Well, finding underground streams to help areas of drought, or finding fish to help the starving of the world.
Sounds great.
Ah, terrific.
No way.
Get out.
No,
I have
got
one
one
that goes...
that goes...
%80 of current spending on satellite technology is for military purposes.
where there aren't any landmarks, has always been difficult. In the past, sailors navigated by the stars using one of these things. Nowadays, it's a lot easier. All they do is ask a satellite using a satellite navigator. This picks up signals from satellites orbiting in space and tells the sailors exactly where they are. And in a few years, by the time I've finally learnt to drive, I'll be able to ask one too. Because cars could soon be fitted with their own electronic navigational systems. So you'll be able to ask the satellite where you are and the quickest way to where you're going. Satellites could even guide transporter airships, perhaps driven by robots, to ferry timber across remote areas like those you find in Canada. Already, many TV programs are beamed to us by satellite, and increasingly computers are talking to each other in the same way. In the future, with enough satellites in space, we should all be able to talk to each other anywhere in the world with our own portable wristwatch radios. Hello? Anybody there? Satellites aren't only going to help us run things on the ground more smoothly from the air either. They're going to help astronomers like me by looking out into space with this, the Space Telescope, a telescope in orbit about the Earth, which looks out into space but transmits back what it sees on the satellite it sits on. Because there's no haze or clouds or pollution in space to obscure its view, this telescope will see stars and galaxies 7 times further away than any we can see from the surface of the Earth. But perhaps the most exciting use for satellites is the way, as some people think, they're going to transform space into a gigantic factory, manufacturing drugs and materials we simply can't make on the surface of the Earth. Once we're orbiting in space, we might use one of these space factories to make rockets, maybe made with materials mined from the moon, to push further out into the universe. And when that day comes, satellites will cease to have become the simple but effective tools they are today. Instead, they will have become our stepping stones to the stars.
Data record entry 548.69ZB, subsection 18. Open file. Planet 3764, Earth.
Oh, okay. Space debris from decayed orbiting vehicles.
Proceed data. Date September 5th, 1962. Slab of red-hot metal 20 feet across collides with planet Earth near Lake Michigan. Origin, Sputnik 4.
Proceed data. Date February 9th, 1978. Similar incident recorded on French territory.
Finalized data entry. Many other incidents. Marked down. Hazard from space.
Check and finalize.
Dwight Zuberman and the bases are loaded. Bottom of the third, you can cut attention with a knife. This is Zuberman's first season.
This is a newsflash. Memphis 1, the satellite launched in 1961, has started to break up due to decaying orbit. Although there's no cause for alarm, there is a small chance of debris landing in your neighborhood.
If there's no cause for alarm, let's have some baseball. Why do things always go wrong when I'm having a good time? Memphis 1, here I come.
I was sitting in my bed smoking up some rays when I got another whack on my plan relay. It doesn't come on track, the thunder save the day. I started lighting on but going into the day. So goodbye, folks, enjoy the cabaret. Cause I'm out of this world, I'm on my way. Wow!
What do you do?
I am green sat. I'm one of the crops that feed the world. I can actually tell whether a plant is sick or diseased before the farmer can. You see, healthy plants reflect infrared light, sick ones don't.
How am I doing?
Just fine.
You're my kind of satellite.
You're my kind of cactus.
Memphis 1 now out of orbit and on collision course with Green Sat.
Uh-oh.
Second strike, and Mitch really needs to go for a home run. But hey, what's this? A cactus? And he's running fast. Will he reach home base? Yes, yes!
13:41:29. Up, up, up.
Runs for Captain Cactus.
Yeah. I know I'm on TV. Okay. Okay, my next time I go to space, I'll wear warmer clothes.
We decided to put Mr. and Mrs. Arbuthnot to the test. We left them in the middle of nowhere to see if they could find their way home. They got well and truly lost, as you can see. We did give them some help, a device that links them up with Navstar, satellites that can pinpoint their position anywhere on the globe to within 16 meters.
Oh, come on, love. Find out where we are. Use the device.
Oh, we are exactly 16 meters from that rock there.
All right.
But what we didn't give them was a map. If you're using the new technology, don't get stuck like the Arbuthnot's. Remember, you'll still need the old technology.